An artist known for her creative works. An icon at the center of it all. Allegations, mistrust, and a TikTok return. Hello my stars, my name is Xavier, and I'll be your guide today. To start, I was a moderator for Foxi. I'd met Fox sometime around late 2019, thus I've seen her rise in popularity and also witnessed the downfall. If you haven't stayed in the loop of things, there's links in the description below to get everyone up to speed. The TikTok, going by at Hana Kitsune, appeared during the cooldown of the initial drama, and people took notice. I was sent the TikTok responses to the commission drama by an anonymous Instagram user, so let's get into the meat of this. Also, before I begin responding to these videos, please note that these videos are long and stretched out, so I will only be addressing key points. Please do not harass me, Foxy, or anyone related to the drama.
My name is Boxi, and I bet some of you haven't seen me in a long time. Well, I'm gonna try to cram as much as I can into this 3-minute video about how I'm doing now and their situations and how they're being dealt with.
To clarify, Foxy has been gone since September 20th, 2022. It has not been a long time.
First off is the commission situation, or the scamming that I supposedly did.
To use quotations around scamming is disrespectful, to say the least, to the over 20 people who waited for a product they never received and paid good money for. That alone is the definition of scamming, thus implying that it's not as invalidating the commissioner's feelings and hard-earned money, which was roughly $1,000 total. The reason why we feel so cheated is because we trusted you, and you ran away. Thus, yes Foxy, you scammed us.
I left my socials when I did, cold turkey, because I was being doxxed and harassed, and I was in the fucking hospital when I deleted my YouTube channel, so I was not doing so great. I'm doing a lot better now. I have meds, I'm going to therapy, I have a job. It's getting better, I promise.
I'm glad you're doing okay now, but that's not the point. You ran suddenly, without explanation, without warning, leaving everyone confused and upset. Out of the over 40 people who formerly knew you in some way, who came to me and talked to me, not one has ever mentioned that you were being doxxed. Harass is also a strong word here, considering many of us were just confused and wanted answers. All of us were rightfully angry. I apologize if some individuals did harass you. I never intended that to happen. That being said, don't blame your followers and the commissioners for your mistakes. It was your choice to leave cold turkey, and nobody likes cold turkey.
I have not finished a commission for you. You have my permission to DM me and let me know what the statements are and how much it was, and I can try to get back to you as soon as I possibly can. It might not be right this second, but I can definitely try.
I, among the other commissioners, have to get your permission to get what we paid for months to even year ago? Now we have to provide proof. Why? Is it because you didn't organize your list? Did you not take any of us seriously?
There's actually an active investigation going on, which I can't share details of. But I will say that the ones that were spreading around Instagram with another user was actually debunked because it was consensual. They were also just as a bad person as I was at that time.
I respect that it's an active investigation, thus I won't attempt to dive deeper into it. As for the other grooming allegation, yes, you were both minors. Yes, it was consensual. However, you being much older than the other minor in question still raises suspicion. The age of consent is 16, they weren't 16 at the time you were quote-unquote grooming them. It doesn't matter if you were both bad people, 2 wrongs don't make a right, and it rubs me and many others the wrong way to hear you laughing and joking in these videos about topics very serious.
I have some videos on my page, but that's because I was private for a little while. I'm taking the risk in going public. If you find this, hello. If you find this and you don't support me, that's completely okay, but I am trying my best to get better, and I hope that you can join me in my journey into fixing everything.
You took the risk going public, so you are now subject to criticism. And, in my opinion, you attempting to fix things by coming back early is the worst possible way to address your wrongdoings. Scars take time to heal, they have barely had enough time to scab. Many of us are still very angry at you, hurt, and not all of us are willing to give you a second chance, especially me and the other commissioners you've taken from. It's rubbing salt in the wound to see you seem like things are okay, when you've hurt many people. Again, in my opinion, it is way too early to be returning, and you should stay off of social media until you've bettered yourself as a person before putting others at risk of getting hurt again.
Wow, okay, this is gonna be the last part, hopefully, that I make on my own.
That, you make on your own?
The way that I was doing it. And I'm not allowed to name any names, but the guardian that I was living with at the time was charging me rent as a minor, and I was not able to get transportation to a job very easily, so all of my paychecks pretty much went to her, and I needed some way to make money, so I opened a bunch of commissions and I took the money, but I never actually had time to finish the artworks. I wasn't just blowing them off, it was like, that whole situation, that whole living situation was awful. I got way too backed up, and got overwhelmed, and couldn't do them. But, yeah.
I understand that your living space was not ideal for the time being, but if you were willing to open commissions, you should have at least told all of us that it may take a while. Instead, you disappeared and gave no one updates, which no one can be blamed for except you. Yes, I sympathize with your situation and I'm very glad you're doing better, but you still made poor choices that require complete addressing. Here's some other topics that tend to come up. 1. The bad dragon dildo. I can't judge people, since what makes you happy, but it is a cause for concern that it has a knot if you don't know. A knot is something on a canine genitalia, a feral canine at that. Knots have been in the furry community for years, and although I don't agree with its use, it's extremely hard to say whether or not Foxy should be criticized for something that is heavily debated in the furry community as it is. I personally don't agree with it, but form your own opinion. 2. The cousin situation. Deli, Foxy's cousin, released a statement that included very serious allegations. The image will be on screen. While yes, these allegations are very serious, they aren't proven. There's no evidence to support Deli's claims. Also, Deli's mom, which is also Foxy's aunt, was extremely abusive to Foxy. There's a chance that Deli could be being manipulated to slander Foxy's name further completely out of spite. Remember, Foxy is doing better, so these allegations may be a method of hurting Foxy more. This is an open investigation, so I cannot comment further, however, please form your own opinion, and remember all sides of the argument. 3. The Ren fursuit head. The fursuit maker had no idea or ill intention when they made the head, so please don't attack them. Ren, a character who belongs to Ren Queenston, someone who sexually assaulted their partner in their sleep without consent. Foxy is aware of this, yet continues to support the artist and wear the fursuit of the character. You could argue that Foxy separates the art from the artist, but it's worth noting that Foxy still frequently listens to the songs on YouTube, giving Ren more monthly revenue. This is a tricky subject, so again, form your own opinion. As for my opinion, I do not like the fact that Foxy continues to wear the fursuit head. So, where do we go from here? Well, here's how it could go. Foxy stays on TikTok and gets popular again. People forgive and forget, or are uninformed of what has happened in the past. Foxy returns to all social media platforms she was once on, but the scars remain and many are distrustful of her. Or, Foxy steps back from social media until the active investigation is concluded, and she betters herself as a person until her return to her former platforms. Everyone gets the chance to heal, accept what happened, and Foxy starts over to work on building a trusting community again. Either way, it will never be the same, and many people have stopped associating with her for various reasons. Throughout all of this, form your own opinions, stay mindful of both sides. Foxy isn't a villain, she's a person who is flawed. Her choices stung a lot of people, but she cannot change if she is never given the chance to improve. Do I say to support her? No. But do not harass her either. She needs to earn our trust back first. Do not feel guilty for being upset at her for her mistakes. You have every right to be, and everyone's feelings are valid. Just remember, take things one step at a time, and drink water. Sincerely, Scorch.